Okay, so we're looking at kinematics. Kinematics. This topic is the study of motion, right? We're looking at movement, right? And we're going to start off by looking at these three aspects of motion. The first one being distance, right? Distance is normally measured in meters or in kilometers as far as our study goes. And then we have time. Time is normally measured in seconds, minutes, or hours, right? Then we have speed. Speed is a measure of how fast an object is moving. Speed is a measure of how fast an object is moving. So speed can be measured in meters per second, meaning how many meters does the object move every second, or in kilometers per hour, right? Meaning how many kilometers does this object move every hour, or depending on the object, it could even be kilometers per minute, right? Or meters per minute, right? It can be any combination of these or units. Now, we want to understand now the relationship between distance, speed, and time. So we use this simple little triangle for those who may have, who may need a little extra help remembering the relationship between these three. Distance is given by speed times time. So distance is equal to speed times time. Speed is equal to distance over time, right? Speed is equal to distance over time, right? And then time is equal to distance over speed. So time is equal to distance over speed. This is just the same equation which has just been rearranged. Now, we want to talk about average speed for a journey. Average speed for a journey is given by total distance divided by total time for the journey. So you can imagine if someone is traveling between two cities, right? There are points where they stop, there are points where they reduce speed, there are points where they increase speed. So the speed is constantly changing throughout the journey. But average speed will simply consider the total distance traveled and the total time taken to cover that distance. If you divide those two, you'll get the average speed for that journey. So we have an example here. A man traveled from Bulawayo to Harare. His first part of the journey is from Bulawayo to Gweru, which is 150 kilometers at a speed of 75 kilometers per hour. So his first part is 150 kilometers and he was moving at a speed of 75 kilometers per hour. He then moves from Gweru to Harare, a distance of 300 kilometers at a speed of 100 kilometers per hour, right? Calculate his average speed for the whole journey. Okay, calculate his average speed for the whole journey. So first of all, let's draw. Let's just map the journey here. This motorist is moving from Bulawayo to Harare, but then they pass through Gweru at some point, right? According to the data here, the distance from Bulawayo to Gweru is 150 kilometers, right? And the distance from Gweru to Harare is 300 kilometers. So let me just write the distances. So the distance for the first part, I'll just call it D1, is equal to 150 kilometers. The distance for the second part is equal to 300 kilometers. I'll just call it D2. So D1 is 150 kilometers. D2 is 300 kilometers. Now, I'm told the first part of the journey, the speed of the motorist is 75 kilometers per hour. So that's the speed for the first part. And the speed of the motorist in the second part of the journey is 100 kilometers per hour. So I'm also given values of speed. The speed in the first part was 75 kilometers per hour. And then the speed in the second part is 100 kilometers per hour. So this is the data I'm given. Now I need to calculate my average speed, right? I mean, before I go there, let me just go an extra step. I need to calculate my average speed. But from our formula, we know that average speed is total distance divided by total time, right? In this case, we're given the distances, so we can easily find our total distance, right? Our total distance will simply be the D1 plus D2, right? D1 was 150 kilometers, D2 was 300 kilometers, so we can get our 450 kilometers. So that's our total distance for the whole journey. Now, we don't have any values of time anywhere here. We were told the distance and the speed, but we have no values of time here, right? So though we do not have the values of time, I can take you back to this relationship here. We can find time by dividing the distance over the speed, right? So we can find time for each section, right? The time for the first section will be equal to the distance for the first section divided by the speed for the first section, which is 150 kilometers divided by 75 kilometers per hour. If I divide this, it's going to give me 2 hours, right? My time is in hours because I had kilometers per hour. Then my time for the second part is going to be my distance for the second part divided by my speed for the second part, which is 300 kilometers divided by 100 kilometers per hour. And that's going to give me 3 hours. So now I have my times. My time for the first part was 2 hours. That's how long the motorist took to travel from Bulawayo to Gweru. And then the time for the second part is 3 hours. That's how long the motorist took to go from Gweru to Harare. So the total time, right, will be equal to T1 plus T2, which is actually 2 hours plus 3 hours, which gives you 5 hours. So that's the total time. So what do we know? Our average speed is total distance over total time. What's our total distance? 450 kilometers. What is our total time? 5 hours. So 5 into 450 gives you 90. And then your units become kilometers per hour. Kilometers per hour. Your units come from this here. So kilometers per hour. That's your average speed for the whole journey.